Pozdrav dragi gledatelji i dragi slušatelji, dobrodošli u još jedno izdanje Srednja HR podcasta. Javljam vam se iz Pule, to je inače grad poznat po areni, po tome da je tu svojevremeno pisao i poznati pisac James Joyce, ali to je također i grad visokog obrazovanja. Naime, Sveučilište Jurja Dobrile u Puli osnovano je 2006. godine. S tim podatkom nisu upoznati samo studenti u Hrvatskoj, već studenti iz drugih krajeva Europe. Tako i ovo sveučilište, poput i drugih u Hrvatskoj, ima i svoj Erasmus program. Evo, čisto za informaciju, u aktualnoj akademskoj godini 2023-2024 u Pulu je došlo 88 Erasmus studenata, najviše iz Portugala i Španjolske, a također, što se tiče sa, da tako kažemo, naše strane, 26 studenata je otišlo u druge krajeve Europe, najviše u Španjolsku. U tom duhu sa mnom su danas gosti upravo Erasmusovci, od kojih jedan zapravo jako dobro razumije hrvatski, drugi možda baš i ne, ali u svakom slučaju mi ćemo sada prebaciti na engleski jezik. Hi guys, thank you so much for coming, for joining us here on the show. Can you just please state your name for the beginning, as I know that maybe I may mispronounce it wrong, so if you could do it for me, please.
Okay, so hi, my name is Ivo, and yeah, I am the Croatian guy, but I also know how to speak English, so it will be in English, yeah.
And you?
Hi, my name is Ozod, so I'm originally from Uzbekistan, but I study in Poland. Yep.
And you study?
Well, yeah, I actually study I am from Spain, and I study in Barcelona, but yeah, my father is from Croatia, so I know a bit of Croatian. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So let's start. Basically, what is your original study here in Pula? What did you study in Spain, and when did you come here?
So I study in Barcelona Sea Science, Marine Sciences, and I am studying the last course, the fourth one. Well, here in Croatia are 3 years, and I did the third one here, of Marine Sciences here in Pula. And I came in October of this year, so I'm doing the whole year, 2 semesters here. Yeah.
And you?
So in Poland I study management, but here I study economics, so it's kind of related to each other. Yeah, but it's like mostly the classes about the practical and theory about the economic and the managing stuffs.
What year are you? Are you a freshman? Are you a sophomore? Or?
Sophomore would be the last one. I don't know really.
The second one, yeah.
No, so the last one, the third one. But in Spain are 4 years, so the fourth one, the third one here. Yeah.
And you?
I'm on the second year, so the first semester.
Yeah. Okay, great. So tell me a bit more about Pula. How do you like it? And was this your first choice for Erasmus, or was there something else?
Yeah, it was a plan. When I started studying my career, I thought, I saw that it was in Pula for Erasmus, and I thought I have to go there for the language thing, because I want to practice Croatian, and it was something important for me. And Pula is a city just next to the sea, and it's incredible for the people who like this subject. Well, this career, yeah.
Yeah. And you?
Yeah, like kind of the same, like as you said, and like additional, like I wanted to come to the east anyway. And so Croatia was one of the best options, as it has like very good landscapes. And like I had the option like in the beginning in Rijeka and Pula, but I checked on the map that Pula is more like the location is more better. Like everywhere is a water and beach. Additionally, like it's providing the dormitory and many stuffs. So that's why the Pula was the best option.
So if you could maybe recall back, what is like the thing that you knew about Pula the moment you actually started investigating it, and what was that thing that perhaps you discovered about Pula only once you got here?
Well, I knew something about amphitheater, the Roman thing, like Pula, like people know, maybe Pula is famous in Europe about that. And I thought that it was like a really small city, and I said, okay, let's try. And here I discovered, yeah, it's a small city, and it has that amphitheater. And I really just like it very much. So everything. So I mean everything. And actually I like very much the sea that it's next to here. It's like very natural, There are not a lot of construction and so on, and I like it very much. And this is something I didn't know.
And you?
So in the beginning, like I didn't know about the amphitheater at all. Like I thought the Colosseum is also only in Rome. But when I started to check the information about the Pula, so I'm seeing there's an amphitheater. Maybe like there's something wrong on the Google, like they're showing the Colosseum in Rome, but not. And I thought in the before coming, there are more activities in Pula, But when I came here, it's more calm place. Like everybody is so chill, and on Sundays everything is closed, so I can do nothing. But the university is really cool. Like I didn't know that. Like I didn't know that university have so many privileges, but it is like I got it after coming here.
What would you say it's one of those privileges that you really like as a student here in the city?
So the first thing, it's a dormitory. It's really cool. The second thing is the canteen. So they have many options, and plus, like for the students, there are many discounts, and like you can eat even like it's almost for free, to be honest. Like, and the location as well. It's very good. If you want to travel somewhere, the location is very good. So you can travel any place. Oh, and plus there are a lot of beaches. So if you want to swim, you can go anytime, and the weather is really good. It's sunny. I guess that's all. The best sides for the students.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
I agree with him. The food is incredible. Like it's cheap and it's like actually Croatian typical food. Like I like it very much because every summer I went to my granny's house and there I eat like Croatian food, and this is like actual Croatian food that really good. Yeah.
Well, what do you perhaps like, both of you, most about the Croatian food?
Well, I like very much sarma, and some days they put sarma, and that's like wow.
All right, you?
Oh, I don't remember the name. Like, it's a meat. Like, it's like kebab, but it's
A shish kebab, like on a stick, or cevapi?
Cevapi, yes,
okay.
cevapi. It's really cool. Like, I really like it.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite one.
All right, that's fantastic. And regarding the actual atmosphere here at the university, would you say that, since both of you are Erasmus students, would you say that Erasmus people here in Pula prefer to hang out with each other, or is there like a good communication with, as we would say, domestic Croatian students? What would be your take on that?
Well, actually, maybe my case is a bit special because I am Croatian. I had that idea, like I want to practice Croatian, I want to hang out with Croatian students, and I'm like very cool with my friends here, Croatian guys, you know, from Zagreb, from here, from Pula. But I see that in the group, a lot of Erasmus activities are like proposed. Like, you as a Erasmus student don't know Croatian, you have like many options. Yeah. Well, you can say it about it.
Yeah, like actual like Erasmus students, they mostly hang out between themselves. But as I know, like the Erasmus students are always open. For example, like we have also many Croatian students who are joining us for the parties or something. So there is no problem. But the thing, it's more easier to hang out between the Erasmus students because you know that they came for the same purpose as I do, for example, and like it's very easy to communicate somehow. But I guess there is no difference between the hang out with them or with others, so the same.
Yeah, so basically in the Croatian part that perhaps not all of you understood, I mean, I believe you did, but perhaps you didn't, I actually mentioned that there are currently in this academic year 88 Erasmus students, and that majority of them come from Portugal and Spain. So yes, you are from Spain, but what would both of you say about the popularity of Croatia in your home countries? How popular is Croatia among your colleagues in Spain? Did you ever talk to them about it? What did your family, I mean, okay, your family is Croatian, so I guess they were very happy, but what did your friends from Spain say when you said to them, hey, I'm going on Erasmus in Croatia?
Yeah, there is like a whole idea. You just say the word Croatia and they just think beaches, like, you know, it's really popular there, Croatia. And there's this idea, and many people like have from friends or from different parts of Spain have like told me how it's got gone. I want to see if it's an option, like an option for my Erasmus, like 1 year later or so on. So it's an option for many people, yeah, Croatia.
And what about Poland? How much Croatia is popular in Poland among Polish students?
So actually, Croatia is really popular in Poland because it's one of the cheapest destinations to travel as like, how to say, for example, like Croatia can offer the same thing as Spain or Italy, but people are coming to Croatia because it's more cheaper. And plus, I think the landscapes are more beautiful here. Yeah, many people are traveling to Croatia from Poland. It's very popular.
You also said something about one of the privileges being here is also a great opportunity for further traveling, so not just being in Pula, but also elsewhere, I guess, in the Istrian region. What other places did you visit here in near Istri, or maybe further?
Well, I went to visit my family in Osijek. That's like very far away, but also Rijeka a bit. And the towns here, Ližnjan, I don't remember now many names, like also Brijuni Islands are pretty like beautiful and near here. And I have to go to like the northeastern part, Pazin, it's called maybe, and Rovinj. Everyone told me like this is like the most, I've written some articles that it is like the most beautiful town in Europe or something like that. So I have to go.
Rovinj.
Rovinj, yeah. I don't know if it's true, but they told me that, yeah.
What about you?
So in Istri, I guess only Pula, but the other regions, like I've been in Rijeka, Plitvice National Park, Dubrovnik, Zadar, Split. I guess that's all. That's all the places that I visited.
What do you think about these places? What is like maybe the most interesting thing about you when you visited to at least some of these places?
So actually, like my favorite place is Dubrovnik, but like it can offer a lot of history. It's really rich with its history. So and there are a lot of many places to visit, but the city is really small. As well, I really liked Split. I don't know. It's also the same. Like it's mixed with like the place to relax and and there are many monuments to visit as well. And national park. It's really beautiful. Yeah. The waterfalls.
Yeah. Okay, so generally, as we sort of concluded, Erasmus people often do hang out with each other because I guess there is that feeling of, we're all in visiting countries, so it's a bit more easier to understand each other. Sometimes there's a bit, I guess, maybe home nostalgia and stuff like that. Yeah. But when you were in Poland, when you were in Spain, was there perhaps an opportunity for you to meet a Croatian student that came there to Erasmus from any part of Croatia? Doesn't necessarily have to be Pula or...
In my case, no. They were from different countries, friends, but Croatia, no. I didn't. It wasn't my case, yeah.
For you?
I met only once a Croatian guy, but I didn't know. I don't know from which part, but I knew that he's from Croatia. But for the 1.5 year, I met only one Croatian guy.
Yeah, well, that's okay, perfectly. So regarding the study here in Pula, what about the nightlife? How would you describe? You of course said that Croatia is a very cheap destination, but when you come here, when we talk about Pula, okay, perhaps the prices are good, but what about the scene? For example, what kind of music do you like to listen, and do you find a venue where you can enjoy that music and just like vibe with the party people?
Well, I see that here there is like more, I don't know what the traduction for the other one, Taike is like the most listened here thing, but I see that here that also are like options that allow for people like, I don't know, reggaeton or something like that. I have seen that they like prepare this kind of parties for these people, and it's actually good, yeah.
So you generally like reggaeton, so...
I don't so much, so I have not this problem, but I see that the ones who like can be sure that there is also here that, yeah.
You?
Actually, I prefer Latin musics, but like here mostly like playing Balkan musics, but it's still fine. But as well like most like English, the American musics. Yeah, but still like my favorite is Latin.
Yeah, that's great. So if I may ask just a little bit additionally, you say you are studying in Poland, but you are originally from Uzbekistan. So we do know that Erasmus program also allow opportunities not just for students in Europe, in the European Union, but outside of it. Can you perhaps maybe explain a bit more for some of our viewers how that process basically works? What so the opportunity is there from coming from a non-EU country to the European country, to the European Union country?
So actually, like. I am applying as a full student to Poland. So the way how I came to Croatia as an Erasmus student is that my status in Poland as a full-time student. But I guess from Asia as well, it's possible to do an Erasmus to European countries, but it offers like a little bit different options. But it's pretty fun. Like,
Yeah.
it's not so hard. Like, it's very easy if you know the steps how to do it.
So basically now you're here in Croatia for an Erasmus. Is this your first Erasmus in general, or?
Yeah, like yeah.
You?
Yeah, the same.
Generally, do you feel like Croatia is a place where, regarding your respective studies, do you think it's a place where perhaps you could stay and maybe actually work as an expert in your field one day, or do you think it's maybe a place where it's kind of okay, great to study, but perhaps more better to, for example, go into Spain or Poland for actual work?
I think the environment in my university, my faculty is like really family, you know, and they give you lots of opportunities. For example, me now, I didn't know what to do after the university, but they have offered me a job for 1 month in June. I will be like tuna fishing, but not me, but like, you know, watching the ones who are tuna fishing. Like it's the time when the tuna is fished. And they have offered me this job, and it will be like adventure being in Dubrovnik, like in a ship for 1 month. And this is an opportunity that, you know, only in Pula you can get that. And it's like, wow. And we will see. Maybe I will like that job and we'll stay here. We will see. It's like something incredible, yeah.
Fantastic. And you?
Me actually, like, probably I will go back to Uzbekistan, but if we are speaking about the general facts, so for students who are studying management or economics, for them, in my opinion, it's really cool to stay here because the Croatia is it's the country which is started to develop for the last few years, and it's going very good. And there are many like businesses, companies that started to open, and like I guess there are many opportunities for students to start their career here and grow up.
So regarding, if you may just recall, this may sound a bit of a funny question, but just regarding from the Croatian point of view, a lot of Croatians prefer train rides, but often not in Croatia itself, but rather maybe from Austria and so on. It's very popular to travel by bus here in Croatia. Can you perhaps recall what was your traveling arrangements when you come from Spain and from Poland? How did you come basically to Pula?
From Spain?
Yeah.
In plane, yeah. But I did something like, it was cheaper, and I went to Trieste, and then from Trieste I came with bus, so yeah.
So an airplane to Trieste and then to bus.
Yeah, I went bus to Pula. 2 hours and a half, and you can see like Istri a bit, you see Rovin.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not bad. Yeah.
And you?
I took a flight to Zagreb by plane, and from Zagreb to Pula, I came by bus.
That's fantastic. And regarding, so the students actually accept you well, as I'm informed. What about general people from Pula? So not everybody here is a student. How do you feel that the rest of the city reacts to the fact that they live in a city with a university? Do they interact, or are they curious when they see young people coming, or do you think it's kind of more like, whatever?
Nice, yeah, in fact, yeah, nice. Actually, it happened something like surprised me. I swim a lot, and I went swimming, and some student that was swimming also, but a Croatian student I didn't know, said me, "Hey, I saw you there in Erasmus welcome day something," and just started talking to me, and we became friends. It's like, you know, people like see, "Oh, you're Erasmus," they approach you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So the Erasmus welcome day, I suppose it's a very important thing for any Erasmus student.
Yeah. It's nice. It's very nice. Yeah. I went to the one. It was done in October. I don't know. I think it also is done like for the second semester. But yeah.
And for you?
Me actually, like the Croatian people, they are very friendly. Like in my opinion, because like here in Pula, I feel really safe. Like every time, if I need a help or I can ask something, so all people they are trying to help, and everybody speaks English. It's very good. Yeah, like people sometimes they're interesting. They're asking like where you came from, like what do you do here, and yeah, kind of they are really like they are friendly. We can say so.
So you feel safe? Do you mean safer than in Poland, or in general just?
In general, like I don't. In Poland, it's also like I feel safe, but still, I mean like. At night, for example, if I'm working alone, like I don't think that somebody can come, like steal something, because like there are many countries in Europe which are a little bit not safe at night. So there are zones where it's not very safe to go. But in Pula, I don't think so. Like there is nothing such a thing.
What about Spain?
Pula is like really quiet. I just think that it's no possibility something happens there.
No problems at all.
So quieter than Spain.
About what? About
Barcelona. Do you feel like safer here in Pula? Or
well, than Barcelona. Yeah. Barcelona is a pretty bigger city, and yeah, it depends on the quarter you're on and so on. But here, I remember the first day they told me like, Xiana, this is like the bad quarter here, and nothing. It's super. There's nothing. So yeah.
Was that something that was a big issue for you regarding when choosing your Erasmus destination? Was like the security like maybe your main issue, or was there something else that you sort of think about, this is an important factor for me when choosing a town or a country I'm going to visit?
You mean about the safety?
Yeah, is that like was that a big issue for you when deciding where to go for Erasmus, or was there something that was maybe a bigger priority for you?
Actually, like the first thing that I was choosing, it's related to the weather, so it should be sunny, and there should be something like activities, something to do. And of course, like after getting accepted, I started to check about the safety, about the local life, and etc. But yes, it's kind of important as well, because everybody wants to feel safe and like everybody wants to be relaxed. Yeah, that's what I think.
And you?
In my case, maybe more the containing thing. No, it's not called like that. Like the things that are taught me in the university. I didn't know how it will be, like maybe different. And I really encourage people who are studying marine sciences to come here. Really, it's fantastic. Like I come from Barcelona, and University of Barcelona is like we are 80 people, and here 15 people, a small class. All the teachers are like really fine. They are like encourage you with everything, and it's like a really good opportunity to learn. Maybe the other Erasmus students don't come here for that, but in my case, if you study marine sciences, I really encourage you to come here. Yeah.
So obviously you are very much more familiar with Croatian language than I guess majority of Erasmus students, but I have to ask, did you able to pick up some of the Croatian words? What do you think about the language in general?
Actually, the Croatian language, it's I speak Russian and Polish, so it's very similar. But the accent, it's for me, I hear like Italian language. Like, still you speak the Slavic language, but when you're hearing, it's something like Italian accent. I really like it, to be honest.
Do you perhaps remember some words you could perhaps say? Or?
Yeah, like Dobar dan, kako si, hvala, doviđenja.
Just checking you.
Well, here I am from Osijek, so I didn't know that people say ciao ciao. Like there we say bog bog cijelo vrijeme. Tu ciao ciao, to ide tako malo drugačije, da.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because of course obviously here it's close to Italy, Osijek is more close to Hungary and other countries, but generally since you also visited other parts of Croatia, so not just Pula, what do you think is perhaps the most exciting thing? Do you perhaps like this Mediterranean side of Croatia, or do you perhaps like the maybe more continental, we often say like Austrian side of Croatia, perhaps Hungarian? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I study marine sciences, so I really like the coast and beach and so on. But my family is from like this Australian part, so I like it very much. It's different. It's a different vibe. Also, people are different. People speak different. I think that it's a different thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you?
Me, to be honest, I don't understand the difference because I never lived there. Yeah. So, but still, for me, the best place to live, I guess it's Pula. It's very calm. I really like Dubrovnik, but it's too much touristic. Like, there are too many people, and like it's too crowded.
Yeah.
And this is something also important to say, that students who come here that come here also have like the opportunity to enjoy Istri without many tourists. Like that's. Well, maybe now in the 6 months it will be like in June it will be more tourists, but it's incredible. The tourists that come here in June, July, these are crowded and so on. Now it's like you enjoy a really nice place like quietly. Yeah.
So basically that's always something that's an interesting question, because you are here, you're enjoying Croatia, but I mean on the other hand you actually do not just enjoy it, you also have obligations, you have certain responsibilities regarding the study. So maybe a lot of people who haven't had a chance to go to Erasmus actually wonder, should I go to Erasmus or should I just wait for the summer vacation and visit the country I want to visit when there's like no obligations, just, you know, enjoying the sunshine and stuff like that. What would be your take on that? Why choose Erasmus? Why choose Erasmus in Croatia over, say, vacation in Croatia, what a lot of people do?
I would say that it's better to live and study here, because when you're coming just as a tourist, you don't understand the local life. You are just coming, you are seeing the landscapes, you can eat something, you can see something, but you don't understand still the local life. But when you're studying, when you're living with the local people, you know the culture and many different stuff. So coming as a student, it's better.
And you?
Well, in my case, as a student that is doing the classes in Croatian, everything in Croatian, like everything, it has been a bit hard for me in the beginning because, you know, I am a Croatian. I know how to speak Croatian because of my father, but it's not the same as studying, doing exams and oral and presentations. But at the end, you know, now I have here spent 6 months. It's like, okay, you can, if you manage the time well, you can be. And I think that people who come here are not like me and do like, you know, Erasmus normal type. You have they give you plenty of time, you know, for doing exams, presentation, and it's like not very hard, I think.
So the exams didn't come yet. I never tried to.
Okay.
Yeah, but still, hopefully it's so.
So would you say the exams are more relaxed here and the presentations and other obligations than in Spain, for example?
Well, I think here are more obligations in terms of when we speak with presentation and so on. But in terms of exams, they are really kind in the way that they give you like a lot of opportunities. You have like 1 opportunity, 2, 3, 4. So you can just maybe do it in the 4th one and it's okay. Yeah.
Your opinion regarding the, you said you didn't have exams, but perhaps presentation, seminar?
To be honest, like I started my lectures recently, but professors are really nice. Their English are very good, and the way how they are making the classes, the way how they explain everything is very good. I guess last week I started to do the presentation about the percentage and etc. But it's really interesting, to be honest. Like I've never been doing this in Poland, but here I'm doing, and it's kind of a good experience for me.
And regarding coming, I have to be honest, when we talk about Croatia, of course we are making some advances in science in general and stuff like that, but obviously, of course, depending on field to field, we have certain role models. For example, when it comes to sociology, a lot of fantastic research has been done in the USA, in the UK, which then shifted the very nature of those sciences, the history of those sciences. Regarding, for example, robotics, this is mainly in Japan. A lot of interesting things happen there in that regard. Before coming to Croatia, was there something regarding education, regarding science that you knew about this country that perhaps you are now exploring a little bit more?
Well, maybe, I don't know if Croatia is like a really powerful in some area, but I knew it has a really good coast, Adriatic Sea, and again, for the ones who want to study marine sciences, it's like really practical, you know, because you do theory, but then you go to the field. For example, in Barcelona, I also went to the field and so on, but I don't know, we studied fishes and we didn't go there to see the fishes. And here, I don't know, even pets I go fishing, and I see the fishes, I see the people who work in the field, and that's really good. I don't know if this is something powerful in Croatia, but well, in my case, yes. Yeah.
What about you?
Before coming, to be honest, like I've never been into the science. Like even the faculty is more practical. So I never heard something the research from the Croatia or from the Croatian person. No idea really.
Right. Well, so really great thing about Croatia is that it's a very accessible country. It has good prices and basically allows students to, I guess, maybe live more comfortably than in some other countries. A lot of students who I've met from Erasmus generally do say that Erasmus grants are not really that big. Regarding here in Croatia, is that a problem? Do you have to get maybe an additional job to help sustain yourself? And if so, what job did you find?
Well, when I studied in Barcelona, I worked as a librarian for 3 years. And because I had to sustain myself. And here not, because I get help from Erasmus, help, so on. So I don't have to work and so on.
Oh,
no.
Fantastic. And you?
So I have a job already. I had it before. I'm working in tourism. But in case if I didn't have a job, I would prefer to find somewhere here. I don't know, working on a beach, on the bar, or something on the cafeteria, like something serving. Because at the same time you are chilling, at the same time you are working.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, that's three things.
The studying as well, but during the day.
Yeah. So currently you're working in tourism here as part of your faculty? Or?
No, it's not in Croatia. It's in my home country, but it's remotely. Yeah. So this is work, studying.
Well, guys, you said really a lot of nice things about Croatia, about Pula. I'm sure the university will very much appreciate that, and generally Croatia for basically inviting a lot of students to basically come here. So let's try to do one favor back. Could you perhaps say a message to Croatian students? Why go to Erasmus in Poland? Why go to Erasmus in Spain?
Ooh. Guys, come to Poland only in spring or summer. Autumn, winter, no sun. The weather always rainy or it's snowy. But in Poland there are a lot of people. It's really crowded, a lot of activities to do. So you can come. But still, thank you very much for the Croatia. Everything, I love it.
And you?
Yeah, well, I don't know all the parts of Spain, but the place I come from, Barcelona, it's also really nice in a lot of things. Barcelona, just think it like Barcelona. Come from Barcelona, it's okay also. But on the other half, Pula is also really nice, so yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much. Dziękuję, gracias for your time here. And dragi gledatelji, dragi slušatelji, vratili smo se na hrvatski. Ja se nadam da će subtitlesi biti dobri, ako nisu ja sam kriv. Ali evo, bila ovo još jedna epizoda podcasta Srednja HR iz Pule. A kao možete sve druge epizode pogledati na našem YouTube kanalu, Facebooku, Instagramu i mislim da imamo čak i Spotify. Tako da, super. I TikTok.
Ja bih samo htio dodati da ovo je prvi Ivo što upoznam u mom životu. Ovo je specijalan dan, gotovo, to sam htio reći.
Eto, pozdrav!